Hey Virgos, welcome back to the Guiding Chariot, and welcome to your new April reading. Thank you everyone for being so patient as I got these readings out to you. Beginning of April has been incredibly transitional for me, so again, just thank you for being patient. I got super sick right at the beginning of the month and I had no energy to get all of this done. And you can tell I'm in a different place, so I'm actually away from home at the moment. So little transitional, got a lot of things going on, don't worry about it. All is good, but I'm glad now to be getting your reading out for you. So, house rules still apply. Oh, very nice. Oh, Virgos, Leos just got this card. House rules still apply, so take the messages as they resonate. This will be a general reading for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. My only ask is that you don't force any of these messages. If something pops up, doesn't fit your circumstance, doesn't connect to you, just means that message wasn't for you. Leave it on the table and take the rest. Lovely. Oh, there we go. You guys were so ready for this. Oh my god, that just wham bam bam. Still getting used to this angle. Make sure you can see everything. Sorry about the glare. I will show you the cards. Hey, Star Baby. Hi. Sorry, I'm cat sitting, so the kitty just came up. Hi, Star. Hi, Star. Alright. So your first card out. No rain today. Love this card. So this particular energy is one about maybe things have been heavy. You haven't been able to make progress. It's just been rainy day after rainy day after rainy day. But now the clouds have parted. The way ahead is clear. This is kind of like you finding your break, or things getting easier, or things finally moving forward. So honestly, it's a super positive card to have, especially right at the start of the reading. So I would almost guess that for some of you, this is kind of already happened in a way, or it's already, maybe some new opportunities have already kind of presented themselves and you've made things happen already. I will say also, especially considering you, Virgo, I'm sure you probably took control of that situation. So for some of you it's coming. I think for most of you it's kind of already arrived, or you're making it happen. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And then you couple that with Home in the Sky, which is another really good... I don't want to say it's a positive card. I mean, it is a positive card, but it is a very good card. So this Home in the Sky does speak to... It always gives me this vibe of adventure, maybe a little wanderlust. So you guys might be wanting to go somewhere new, or try something new, or get some adventure back into your life. Not a bad thing. It could even be speaking to starting something new, doing something different than what you've always done. And I think that's honestly a really, really good thing for you, my lovely Virgos. Because the other two cards you have out, you have the Rose Garden and New Directions. New Directions, pretty obvious what that's about. But the Rose Garden card has to do with about being whole. It does have this connection to nature. So some of you maybe you want to start doing something outdoors, you want to start growing things, you want to, exercise or flex that green thumb of yours for some of you. But to me, it's a lot of integration, right? Becoming more whole. So using all facets of you into one project or one creative endeavor, versus having, part of you does the day job, a part of you has the hobby, a part of you takes care of the home. There is this vibe. Hi, Star. I don't know if you could hear her in the background. But there is this vibe about really taking all of the pieces, all the facets of you, and really utilizing them all together and unifying them, which is beautiful. And again, it could have some connection to nature, or growing, or plants, or something like that, or the outdoors. So something to be aware of for some of you. And then this New Directions card, to me, really connected to the Home in the Sky, especially the way the cards are composed, right? Like the dwelling hanging under the balloon, the little hat, the little basket hat underneath the dandelion. So for some of you, you may be putting some feelers out there. You may be sowing some seeds. That's the phrase I wanted. Blah, 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 blah. I might have to take a break after this video. My mind's going. My mind's going, Virgos. I don't know what to do. Ah. Kidding. But these two cards especially, but they really do point to doing something new, something different, getting yourself into something different. I love that. And I will say this is something, when I say something new, I don't mean something out of the blue is just going to present itself. This is something you're creating. I need some water, hold on. But this is something that you are putting effort in. You are kind of creating this opportunity, right? So you're making this happen, definitely for sure on your terms. Again, especially integrating all those parts of you. So you might be, you know, almost starting a new business or custom creating a position in your company maybe. Could definitely see some entrepreneurial endeavors in there. Again, take it as it resonates, however that fits, all right? Gonna go a little deeper. There you go. I was like, the first deck was so talkative, and now this one's like, I'm gonna make you wait for it. See what this first one is. Hierophant. All right. So for some of you, you may be learning, right? Because this card is a big card of learning or teaching in some fashion. So some of you may have been doing research about something. It did fall in the Rose Garden. So whatever this endeavor is for you, you may have been researching things about it. So you are more of an expert possibly, or it might be on the the how-tos of it, or how to make it successful, how to make money for some of you if this is entrepreneurial, which is a good thing. And then we have the Empress card. Oh my gosh, you guys are starting this reading real heavy. But this Empress card, obviously it's abundance. Again, we see that connection to nature. But this Empress card has a lot to do with creativity, creation. It is a bit more of a, free spirit kind of energy, especially when compared to the Emperor. But I think that's you really creating. And, I talked about this as an opportunity you're creating for yourself here with this new direction and the Home in the Sky card. This is an energy of you doing your homework to figure out how best to make this happen. How to, nurture this baby. And when I say baby, I mean whatever this creative project is. Page of Swords, this is you learning that new perspective. This is also an energy of shaking things up. This is kind of a rebel energy, right? If you've watched my videos and you've seen this card pop up before, I always describe it with a quote from the Disney live-action Cinderella movie, where she says, just because it's what's done doesn't mean it's what should be done. So this is you willing to shake up what has been done before, do something new, be daring, right? It's what should be done. Sometimes things need to be shaken loose. This may be that moment for you with this Page of Swords. And then you have the Eight of Swords in reverse, which is beautiful because this is removing the barrier, removing the doubt, removing the fear, right? Upright, we feel trapped and stuck, right? We're in this little cage. Reverse, that lid is falling off. You are free. So this, again, you breaking out of the rules, you breaking out of those kind of barriers, restrictions, whatever they are, whether they were personal or they were external. That's you being like, you know what, that doesn't stop me. That doesn't stop me at all. I know too much, right? I dream too big, and I'm daring enough to defy it. Especially being fueled with this Wanderlust and the New Directions cards. Yeah, you're ready to go somewhere. You are so ready to go somewhere. Yep. Again, this cage motif popping up again with this Five of Pentacles. This is coming from the Hierophant though. So this again is you having learned, having kind of taken what's been going on, what's happened in the background, and using that to fuel you forward. And actually, bottom of the deck, now that I'm looking at the camera, is the World card. So again, this is reaching the end of something. You've gone as far as you can possibly go, in whatever direction this is. So it's great that there wasn't any support for you, because you need to jump ship anyway. Time to do something different. But that's where that Hierophant energy has come in. That's where you dedicated yourself and started to learn, master another craft, explore new things. Love that. One of the most exciting cards, I feel, in the deck. If I can pick it up, get back in there. Nine of Pentacles. You know I jokingly call this my Beyonce card, but this is you as just confidence incarnate. Again, you've built this yourself. You did the work that was necessary. You've persevered. You've made it happen. I'm telling you. 10 of Cups, bottom of the deck. Emotional fulfillment. You all should know by now that's my happily ever after card. Oop, what do we get? Ace of Wands in reverse. This is interesting. So, again, if you know me, aces to me are such a pure energy. They don't really, when I get them in reverse, to me it really doesn't reverse the energy. It might delay it a little bit because of our choices or what we've done. And having it come under the Page of Swords, right? The Page of Swords requires you to rebel, requires you to kind of push against, right? Or do something different. So for some of you out there, you might still be trying to follow the pattern instead of breaking the mold. If you don't break the mold, it doesn't get rid of this, right? It's still there. That drive and that motivation, that passion is still in there. We're just slowing it down, right? We're holding it back a little bit, which we don't want to do. But I get that this energy can be uncomfortable. It can be scary for some of us, right? It takes a lot of courage to get there. So it's not so much a, like, you know, I'm not pointing the fingers or anything, but it is kind of saying that, you know, the longer you deny, the longer we don't get to this point. Like, you can even see in the image. So, I mean, it makes sense for the Page of Swords to be standing on books, right? Because he wants to learn, he wants to understand, right? He's trying to absorb this knowledge here. But you'll notice in the Ace of Wands, there's still a book, completely different suit, but they're still using this book visual. But here the book is open, right? Something is starting to grow. But having this in the reverse, we're not quite there yet because we're standing on all the books, right? They're all still shut. So it's one thing to want it, right? But then we also have to, you know, do it here with this Hierophant card, you know, and here we're having the book read to us. So again, that could be learning either self-taught, you're reading your own books, or you have a mentor. If you're lucky enough to have someone that's kind of guiding you through this process or giving you the information that you need, right? So it's a good thing either way. Doesn't matter how we get there, but it's how we get there, right? No, we're not taking those. Virgo, I gotta say it. Oh, there we go. I think your reading was one of the most, like, straightforward so far in this series. Yeah! And then you have the Chariot card, Virgo. So it is a card for Cancer, so you may be dealing with a Cancer. Hierophant's card for Virgo, not Virgo, so sorry, Taurus, so you may be dealing with a Taurian. Not guaranteed, but just maybe. But Chariot is a card of progress, forward movement. For some of you, maybe travel, but this is you moving forward, moving ahead, especially coming out under that Eight of Swords. You are breaking free. Virgo, the best thing I can tell you to do is break the mold. Truly, the best thing I can tell you to do is to break the mold. Dare to do you, dare to do different, right? And that doesn't mean you have to do it all at one time. You don't have to quit your job and you know, try and fund this new business right out the gate. Be practical about it, be logical about it. But honestly, there is a brand new direction for you that I think is going to require you to completely break the mold, right? It's not about doing what's always been done. You got to do you got to make it happen. All right, my loves, I'm going to end your reading here. Super straightforward. I love this. But I think it's, and you know, just to piggyback on that one more time, I think it's because you've started a lot of this work. You're already a self-starter, Virgo. So a lot of this you've already started to build momentum. But now that the clouds are parting, this new adventure is like ready. It is ready, okay? But like I said, I'll wrap up your reading here. I love you guys as always. Thank you for all the love and support you give me and my channel. I ask that you continue to do so. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's the best way to be notified when the next series of readings comes up. Next week I still will be here, so I will probably still be filming in this same setup. And then after that I should be back home by then. So then we'll be back to normal. But I love you guys. Wishing you the best. Take care. Stay safe out there. I will see you in your next video. Bye.